Gina DeLuca here. All right, it is day 30 of 30 days of creating. For those of you who have been following along the whole time and commenting on the videos, I so appreciate you joining me on this journey, and I hope that it has inspired you to do some creating of your own. Today I'm going to be painting a cloud in acrylic, hopefully. I tried this in the oil pastels, and it was not quite the outcome that I was hoping for, but hopefully this is. Don't mind my terrible manicure. I have been playing guitar and it beats up my nails, and have a gig tomorrow, so it'll be getting done tomorrow. But I felt like this was more important to paint today. So let's get started. All right, switching over to high-speed voiceover. This is going to be a long voiceover. This was a long video. This was several hours. So I don't think anybody wants to watch this in real time. This was some trial and error for me. It was not the first time I've painted clouds, but it is the first time that I have painted clouds as the subject. Usually it's just some clouds in the background and you can kind of just insinuate that the clouds are there. And because it's acrylic, I need to do several layers of this. And actually, there are several stages where it's like, I really like how it looked, but it was not enough layering because I could still see the toned canvas underneath. And though I was using a reference photo, I did go off script a couple of times and then had to go back and fix it because I didn't like the way it looked. But I do believe that the next time I go to paint clouds, it is going to be a much easier process with a lot less fussing, and it'll go a lot faster. There are many ways to create clouds in acrylic paints, and I have watched several tutorials and kind of did a little bit of this one and a little bit of that one to see what I liked the best. And I think by the end, I kind of figured out what worked best for me and gave me the result that I was happier with. Like at this point, the cloud that's on the top right, I love how that's looking, but it needs another layer. So it's going to change, and they keep changing. And, as I watched this in high speed, when I was editing, I definitely saw some things that I liked and some things that I would do differently. One of the things that I would do differently is painting the glowing sun first, because doing that later was kind of a pain in the booty, and getting that to look right was it was a struggle bus, but lesson learned. And so now I'm making another layer. I'm bringing it in again, and now allowing some of the highlights to pop a little bit. I'm finally getting the layers down to where it's fully covered, and now I am just really working on this composition. There are times where I feel like I've brought in too much of the light color, and so I have to bring more dark in, and then there are times where I feel like it's too dark and I have to bring more light in. But that's what it takes. You just keep doing it until it is what you want. Sometimes it comes really easily, and sometimes you have to work for it. And today I had to work for it. And that's okay, because I learned a lot, and next time it will come much easier. And that is the point of practicing. Every time you pick up your brush or your pencil or your pen, whatever your medium is, every time you pick it up, you learn something and you get better at it. And I have really noticed over the past month that, I'm kind of getting some of my old skills back, and I'm learning some new skills. When you put your brushes down or whatever your medium is for a while, you kind of have to start all over again. Well, maybe not start all over again, but there are things that you have to relearn, and that's just the nature of the beast. if you don't use it, you lose it. And you don't lose it completely. It's still kind of in there. You just have to remind yourself of what it is that you're supposed to be doing. I definitely made this harder on myself than it needed to be. And once I get better at this, I will do a full tutorial and show you guys how to do this. But, this was like 3.5, 4 hours of working here, trying to get this to where I want. Now, this is where the magic starts to happen. So I've taken some of this, it's titanium white mixed with a little bit of yellow, and I'm just highlighting the very edges of where the sun would be bouncing off of the clouds, and this is where I feel like the magic really starts to happen. I really think that the next time I do this, I can probably cut this down to an hour, and I think that's a much more doable tutorial for folks. I am very much someone who loves to stare at the sky, whether it is clouds or stars. I just look up at the sky and wonder, and I feel very tiny, and it just looks magical to me. And sometimes I even get a little choked up when I'm looking at an amazing sunset or just, some beautiful skies. So definitely expect to see some more clouds coming from me in the future. And now I'm bringing in some straight titanium white on top of those yellowish white highlights. And that really makes it glow. You save the pure white highlights for the very end, and that is what just makes it pop. Now here's the struggle bus trying to get that glowing sun area. 'Twas a struggle, but I got there eventually. Okay, wowee. This was a long one. This took me several hours, but the next one will go a lot faster. There are so many different tutorials on how to paint clouds, and I kind of used different techniques that I saw in different videos, and I think I've kind of figured out what I like the best, how I like to go about it. I started off one way over here, and then I did something different over here, and then I came back. It does require layers. It's acrylic paint. That is just how acrylic paint is. But yeah, this was a journey, but I'm pretty happy with how this came out, and I know that the next time I do one, I will be even happier with what I come up with. And I will definitely be doing more of these cloud paintings because I really enjoy it. So yeah, but I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe, all that good stuff. Help me beat the robots. They're trying to keep a sister down. If you are not receiving notifications when I do an upload, you might need to click that bell. And if you have clicked the bell and you're still not receiving notifications, you might need to unsubscribe and then resubscribe. It's they did something over yonder, and it's just not working for me. So, yeah. So subscribe and comment. Anything that you can do to help boost the thing, that keeps the robots at bay. Check out the description box below for links to my PayPal tip jar if you feel so inclined. My website, GinaDeLuca.net, where you can find my art and music and fluid art inspiration cards for sale. You will also find the link to my affiliates. You can use those codes, use the links, and you receive a discount. I receive a small commission at no additional cost to you. Also in the description box, you will find the link to our Facebook group. Go make some art. Join us there. Post your masterpieces. Ask your questions. Get some inspiration. A good time is had by most. It is the internet after all. And I think that's it. 30 days of creating. I am very glad that I took this challenge upon myself because it really did get the juices flowing. And yeah, I'm really happy that I did it. And I'm actually thinking about, like, what can I do tomorrow? And I was actually a little sad that the 30 days was up because, you know, it's like, oh, I might fall off the wagon, and then, oh, I have so many things to do. And I made myself create something every day, regardless of how busy I was. Sometimes it was just a quick 30-minute thing. Sometimes, you know, I put hours in, and I'm glad that I did it. I'm grateful for everyone who watched the videos and commented and followed along. Hopefully it inspired you to create something. And yeah, well, that is it for me for today. I hope y'all have a beautiful day. Now go make some art.